three forms of the most used verb in English. And right now, in conversations, in messages, in spoken English around the world, learners are saying things like, I should been careful, and I been tired all week, and she is be very kind. Three mistakes, three forms mixed up, and every one of them tells a native speaker that the most essential verb in English has not yet been fully mastered. Be, been, being. One verb, three completely different jobs. And today, for the last time, every confusion between them disappears.
Sarah, I know these words. I use them constantly. But when I stop and really think about the difference, I realize I have been choosing between them by feeling, not by rule. And sometimes the feeling is wrong.
Feeling gets you part of the way. A rule gets you all the way. And there is one distinction in this episode, a distinction between being and the simple verb is that almost nobody teaches. It is the difference between saying someone is a certain way permanently and saying they are behaving a certain way right now. That distinction is at minute 13. Stay for it. And been has one non-negotiable rule, one condition that must be met every single time been appears in a sentence. Without that condition, the sentence is broken. We give you that rule in the been section, starting in about 4 minutes. And at the end, we give you one sentence using all three forms correctly in natural context. If that sentence makes complete sense, be, been, and being all clear, you have mastered this topic. Before we start, write in the comments right now, which of these three forms confuses you most? Be, been, or being? We read every single answer. Subscribe to Talk Sarah Daily, a new English lesson every single day. Let us start with the base, the foundation. Be. Be. This is the base form, the infinitive, the root of the entire verb. And understanding where be lives, which specific grammatical homes it belongs to, makes everything else clear. Be has three main homes in English.
3 homes for the base form?
Home 1, after modal verbs. Can, could, should, would, will, might, must, shall. All of these are followed by be when the verb is needed. It can be done. She should be here by now. You must be careful. It might be raining. He would be happy. They will be ready. Every modal verb plus any form of to be.
The report should be finished by Friday.
Perfect. Modal plus be. It could be a problem. You might be right. They must be tired. All natural, all correct.
And learners often say should being or can being, which is wrong.
After any modal verb, always the base form be. Never being, never been, never is or was. The modal handles the time and meaning. Be stays as the base form. She should be careful, not she should being careful. It must be done, not it must being done.
Home 2 for be.
Home 2. After to. The infinitive structure. Whenever you say want to, need to, going to, have to, like to, plan to, and then describe a state, be follows. I want to be a doctor. She needs to be ready by 8. I am going to be honest with you. They plan to be married next year. You have to be patient.
I always try to be on time.
Perfect. To be. Be follows to, always. And this is very common in speaking about hopes, goals, and plans. I hope to be there. She wants to be better. He is trying to be more positive. All to plus be, the base form.
Home 3. Instructions and direct advice.
Home 3. Commands, instructions, and advice directed at someone. Be careful. Be quiet. Be yourself. Be patient. Be honest. Please be on time. When be appears at the start of a command or direct piece of advice, it is the base form, giving a direct instruction. No subject needed. Just be plus the adjective or description. Be the best version of yourself. Motivational advice using be. Very natural. Just be calm. Be kind to yourself. These are encouraging instructions, all using the base form be. Now, be also appears in the future passive and other structures.
Yes, the problem will be solved. The decision will be made by Friday. It can be explained simply. In all of these, be is partnering with a modal and a past participle to create a passive future or possibility statement. Modal plus be plus past participle, a very common structure in formal English.
The results will be announced tomorrow.
Perfect. Will be announced. Modal plus be plus past participle. Passive future. Very common in news, formal announcements, and professional communication.
Be recap for everyone. Be lives in 3 homes. After modal verbs, can be, should be, will be, must be. After 2, want to be, need to be, going to be. And in direct commands and advice. Be careful, be yourself, be patient. Write a be sentence in the comments. Use a modal verb or 2 plus be. Tell us something you think should be different in your life.
Now, been. The form with one non-negotiable rule that makes every sentence either correct or broken. Been. This is the past participle of be, and before anything else, the non-negotiable rule. Been never stands alone as the main verb in a sentence. Been always needs a helper, have, has, or had before it. Always. No exceptions. No situation where been stands without its helper.
I've been tired. Wrong because the helper is missing.
Completely wrong. I have been tired. Correct. Have plus been. The helper is not decorative. It is essential. She been working hard? Broken. She has been working hard. Correct. Has plus been. He said he been there before? Broken. He said he had been there before. Correct. Had plus been. Have been. Has been. Had been. Those are the only 3 correct combinations.
And have or has for present connections. Had for past perfect. I have been very busy this week. Present. The busyness connects to now. She has been working here for 5 years. Present. Still working. By the time we arrived, he had been waiting for an hour. Past before another past.
Have and has for the present looking back. Had for the past looking even further back.
Exactly. Now, been has 3 main uses. Use 1, experience. Have you been to Italy? The most common question using been. You went there at some point in your life. You have that experience. I have been to Japan twice. She has never been to a concert. The experience exists in your personal history. And crucially, been here means you went and came back. You have the experience, but you are not there now.
Have you ever been skydiving? Asking about life experience.
Perfect. Been for experiences. Things you have done at some point. The when is not important, just that it happened. Use 2, duration of a state. Something that started in the past and is still true or was true until recently. I have been very tired this week. She has been unwell lately. He has been quiet all morning. The state started in the past and the effects reach into the present.
I have been worried about you.
Naturally emotional and completely natural. The worry started before and continues now. Have been. Use 3, been plus ing for continuous actions. Have been plus ing, or has been plus ing, or had been plus ing shows an action that was in progress over a period of time.
I have been working all day. She has been studying for 3 hours. They had been arguing before I arrived.
How long have you been learning English?
One of the most common real-life questions using been, the learning started in the past, is ongoing now, have been plus ing. And the answer? I have been learning for 2 years. Have been plus ing, showing continuous duration.
And the most common everyday use of been. Where have you been?
One of the most natural and emotional questions in English. You expected someone to be present. They were not. They have returned. Where have you been? The entire weight of that question, the absence, the return, the needing to know, is carried by have been. It is a present perfect question about a past experience of absence, and it feels completely real and human every time.
Write a been sentence in the comments. Tell us somewhere you have been recently, or something you have been doing a lot lately. Show us have been or has been, and make sure the helper is there.
Now, being, the form that describes what is happening right now, and the distinction I promised at the start, the one that changes how you describe people and situations forever. Being, the present participle of be. And being has 2 major jobs, and one of them is so subtle and so powerful that most learners use it for years without truly understanding what it means. Let us start with the more obvious job, passive voice in continuous structures.
Being in passive voice.
When something is currently being done to something, an action is in progress and the subject is receiving it, we use is being, or are being, or was being. The car is being repaired. Right now, at this moment, someone is repairing it. The repair is in progress. The houses are being renovated. The renovation is currently happening. New roads were being built when we visited. The building was in progress during our visit. My phone is being fixed at the shop right now.
Perfect. In progress. Passive. Is being. The documents are being processed. The candidates were being interviewed all morning. All passive continuous. Being shows the action is currently in progress, being received by the subject.
Compared to simple passive, the car was repaired, which shows a completed past action.
Exactly. Was repaired, completed. Is being repaired, in progress right now. Being makes it continuous. Now, the second job, the one that changes everything about how you describe people.
The permanent versus temporary distinction.
Here it is. She is kind. That sentence describes her permanent character, her personality, who she is. Not just today, always. It is a statement about her identity. Now, listen to this sentence. She is being kind. That sentence describes her current behavior, right now, in this moment. She is choosing to behave kindly at this specific time. It may not be her permanent character, but right now, this is how she is acting.
The same adjective, kind, but completely different meanings based on is versus is being.
This is emotional grammar. You are patient means patience is part of who you are. You are being patient means you are showing patience right now, and it might be difficult for you, but you are choosing it in this moment. He is rude means rudeness is his character. He is being rude means his current behavior is rude, but it implies this might be out of character. It might change.
Stop being silly. You are not always silly, but right now this is your behavior.
Exactly. Being makes it about the present moment, the current chosen behavior, not the permanent identity. And this is actually softer in many situations. You are rude is a permanent judgment of character, very harsh. You are being rude is addressing the current behavior, leaving space for change, slightly less of a personal attack.
I am being honest with you right now.
Yes, I am choosing honesty in this moment.
putting in the effort to be honest. Being shows the active choice, the current performance of a quality. And being as a gerund, used as the subject of a sentence. Being honest is not always easy. Being honest, the concept, the state, is the subject. Being a parent is a huge responsibility. Being late is disrespectful.
Being as a noun, describing a state or identity as a concept.
Very common in formal and thoughtful writing. And if you have made it to this point, which you have, you now hold all three forms. Be for the base, been for the connected past, being for right now and temporary behavior. Write a being sentence in the comments. Use is being or was being. Describe something happening right now or a temporary behavior you are showing. We want to see it. Mistakes. Real ones. These are the errors that appear across every level, in writing, in speaking, and in formal English, from A1 learners all the way to B2.
Mistake 1. I should being more careful.
Being after a modal? Wrong. After any modal verb. Can, should, will, must, might, would. The base form be is always required. Never being, never been. I should be more careful. She can be difficult sometimes. You must be joking. The modal takes the base form be, not the continuous form being.
Modal plus be, never modal plus being. The modal handles the time. Be stays pure base form.
Mistake 2. I been to Paris before. Been without its helper? Wrong. Been is a past participle, and it never appears alone as the main verb. The helper have, has, or had must come before it. I have been to Paris before. The helper is not optional. It is the grammatical engine that makes been work. She been very busy? Broken. She has been very busy. Correct. No helper, no been. Have been, has been, had been. Always the full pair. Mistake 3. The project is be finished. Two base forms together incorrectly. This happens when learners try to create a passive sentence but mix up their forms. For a current passive, something being done right now, the structure is I's being plus past participle. The project is being finished, in progress. Or for a future completion, the project will be finished, future passive. Never is be. Those two forms cannot sit together like that.
Is being for current passive. Will be for future passive. Never is be.
Mistake 4. He is being a great teacher. Using being with a permanent identity or role? Wrong. Being describes temporary behavior, current chosen action. But a professional role, a permanent identity, a fixed description, these use I's without being. He is a great teacher. That is his identity, his role, who he is. He is being very helpful today. That is a temporary behavior. Roles and identities? I's. Temporary behaviors? Is being.
I's for who you are. Is being for how you are behaving right now.
Mistake 5. I have been tired this week. Using being where been is needed? Wrong. The present perfect for a duration uses been, not being. I have been tired this week. Have been, the helper plus the past participle. Being does not work with have in this structure. She has been tired this week. Wrong. She has been working hard. Correct.
Have been, duration and experience. Never have being.
5 mistakes, 5 permanent fixes. Each one of these corrections changes the impression your English makes on every native speaker who reads or hears you. Practice time. Say the correct answer out loud before Leo gives it. The word must leave your mouth to become automatic.
Ready.
Situation 1.
You want to give someone advice about a difficult situation. You need to blank, more patient with yourself. Options A, being, B, been, C, be, D, is.
C. B. You need to be more patient. After to, always the base form. Be. To being, wrong. To been, wrong. To followed by be, the infinitive structure.
Perfect. Situation 2. Your friend asks how long you have been studying English. I have blank studying English for 2 years now. Options A, be, B, being, C, been, D, is.
C. Been. I have been studying English for 2 years. Have plus been plus ing. Present perfect continuous. Duration up to now. Have being, wrong. Have be, wrong. Have plus been, always.
Exactly right. Situation 3. You notice your usually cheerful colleague is not acting normally today. Why is he blank so quiet today? He is usually so talkative. Options A, be, B, been, C, is, D, being.
D. Being. Why is he being so quiet today? Temporary behavior, not his usual character. The contrast with usually so talkative confirms this is temporary. Is being, current chosen behavior, not permanent identity.
Beautiful! You caught the temporary behavior signal. Situation 4. You want to say your passport application is currently in process. My passport application is processed at the moment. Options: A, B, been, C, being, D, was. What an episode. Leo, the next time someone says you are being very kind to you, what will you understand that you did not understand before?
That they are describing my behavior right now, in this moment, not making a permanent statement about my character. They are noticing what I am choosing to do right now, and that is actually a very warm and specific compliment.
That understanding is the whole lesson. Final summary. 1 clear pass.
Main point 1. Be is the base form. It lives in 3 homes. After modal verbs, can be, should be, will be, must be, might be, would be. After to, want to be, need to be, going to be. And in direct commands and advice, be careful, be yourself, be patient. Modal plus be, to plus be. The base form stays pure, never being or been in these positions.
Main point 2. Been is the past participle. It has one non-negotiable rule. It never stands alone. It always needs have, has, or had before it. Have been for present duration and experience, has been for third person present, had been for past before another past. 3 uses: experience, duration of a state, continuous action over time, and always with its helper.
Main point 3. Being is the present participle. It describes something in progress right now, especially in passive voice. Is being repaired, are being built, was being processed. And it describes temporary, current behavior, the single most important distinction in this episode. Is being kind means choosing kindness right now. Is kind means always kind. One word, being, changes a permanent judgment into a momentary observation.
The sentence that holds all 3. I know it can be difficult. I have been there myself. And right now, you are being incredibly brave. Say it, feel it, keep it.
Like this video, share it with one person who says, I should being. Subscribe to Talk Sarah Daily
every single day.
You have been confused about these. Now you know what each one does. And you are being exactly the kind of learner who makes real progress.
See you next time.